Imagine discovering an entire continent and thinking,
Yup, that's mine now.
that's basically what several countries did with Antarctica. The problem? Nobody could really agree on who owned what. So to figure this whole mess out, the world did something unusual. Countries agreed that nobody would get Antarctica. Antarctica is the coldest continent on Earth, with winter temperatures dropping below negative 70 degrees Fahrenheit. Because of this, there's no people, cities, Starbucks, nothing. With the exception of a few crazy scientists and penguins. The continent is covered by an enormous ice sheet that contains about 90% of the world's total ice. So if the ice suddenly melted all at once, we'd have a serious and very wet problem. So in the early 1900s, several countries started claiming parts of Antarctica. Britain, Australia, New Zealand, France, Norway, Chile, Argentina all wanted territory in Antarctica. Basically, multiple countries looked at the same chunk of ice and said, "So!" With that being said, nobody was exactly rushing to move there. People more just liked the idea of having territory and power.
That's what countries do.
By the 50s, people realized Antarctica could be a problem. The Cold War was happening, tensions were high, and the last thing anyone needed was an argument over a continent made entirely out of ice. So in 59, 12 countries signed the Antarctica Treaty. Basically, this treaty had a list of rules that were no military activity, no weapon testing, no fighting over territory, and use Antarctica for science only. For once, the countries of the world got together and said, "Can you please not ruin this one?" You might be wondering, who owns it today? The short answer is nobody. The long answer is it's complicated. Some countries still maintain their original claims, but the treaty prevents anyone from enforcing them or making new ones. Basically, Antarctica exists in this strange middle ground where countries have opinions about ownership, but nobody is actually in charge of the whole continent. Instead, scientists from all over the world work there together. Antarctica might be one of the few places where international cooperation works better than the comment section of a YouTube video. So why doesn't anyone own Antarctica? Because countries realized that fighting over a frozen continent wasn't worth it, and scientific research was a much better use of the space. After all these years, Antarctica remains the one continent where humans have managed to keep things peaceful. The penguins are probably watching us and wondering why we can't do that everywhere else.